welcome everybody to another cast of Season 2 of GFA. Tonight we got Tidal versus Blizzard. Originally, this was supposed to be rescheduled, and I got last minute notice that this was still going on. So, apologies for any of the setup that might be a little bit off, because I had to hurry up and do everything just the last 10 minutes. So hopefully everything is okay to go. And as we are almost ready to start, we'll take a quick look at the lineups real quick. On Blizzard side, we have Eye of a Dome, Lunar, Matt, Chlorine, Baby Keen, KG, and Soy. And on Tidal side, we have Shaq, AK, Deadpool, Ices, Debo, Anki, and Resp. So they'll probably get it started up here because everybody's already in the lobby. So they should start up really soon. We are getting into the game right now. Stuff around here. I have these correct. Check DM. What do you mean by check DMs? I don't get any new messages. Sorry guys for the quiet. I'm trying to just get back into the headspace of casting the game. What? So it looks like it is going to be Tidal getting the ball first. And things are kind of quiet. The rest was going to be on the return. He does find Edge over on the right side. This is actually going to be a big return for Tidal. Good body block there from AK. Able to dodge some more. Resp almost cutting across back to the other side of the field. And he's going to bring it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A really good return from Tidal. We haven't really seen too many like big returns from Tidal. It's always been pretty decent, except for in their last game against Aztecs. They did have that one that went all the way down to the opposing, I think, like 30. First throw, gonna double coverage out of bounds. Jack dropping back, gonna do a comeback to AK. AK does get the first down. He has a little bit more room. Good blocks from Ices, and he brings it all the way down to the 29. So with this Tidal lineup, this is probably what we're going to see come playoff time for Tidal. We see AK, Deadpool, Ices, all trying to bring out their best. And good moves from Deadpool. He dives, but he's short of the end zone. That is unfortunate dive there from Deadpool. You guys can hear my mic, correct? I did unmute. Jack runs into the end zone to get the first score of the game. Just please point out if there's anything wrong. I had to do all this setup in the last like 5 minutes. Jack, and they do get the 2-point conversion. And usually we don't see the 2-point conversions come out that often because they are risky. But getting that early 2-point conversion for Tidal, that really puts Blizzard on the back foot and forces them to respond. Tidal did start off with the ball. So that was their first possession. Now it's going to be Blizzard's turn to see if they can respond. Dome runs it out of bounds. A good return from him as well, getting it to the 40. So special teams defense not looking too good for either team right now. But we'll see how Lunar is going to match up with AK and Matt going to match up with Deadpool. Quick throw out to Chlorine. Chlorine did a drag route, I think. But for Blizzard, I think it's very important that they also score on this first drive. Under a lot of pressure, Dome having to back up really far. He's going to throw to the comeback to Lunar. Lunar is able to get the first down. AK dove. He didn't really need to because he already had help there. And Dome is going to run for 6 yards. Let's see what Dome decides to do here. He's going to roll to his left. He sends out the leak, and he finds Chlorine open again. Chlorine is going a lot on these short routes. I think he did one drag and then the comeback. I think that was a comeback right there. So I'm guessing that's what we're going to see a lot from Blizzard to try and drive down this field. A lot of shorter plays, nothing that big over the top because you do have AK and Deadpool on the coverage. Oh, but wide open. Lunar gets over AK. AK let up the over top. And now Blizzard, instead of going for the tie, they are going to try and kick this extra point. No one able to break through, so they are going to get the point after. So that's a good response from Blizzard. They're now only 1 point behind. I'm surprised they didn't try to tie it up. But I guess they're trying to force Tidal to try another 2-point conversion again. So if Tidal do score again, they should just be going for the 1 points. They should just be going for the PATs. And Icy is going to be on that in cut. What was that? That was like a 15-yard in, then comeback. Jack gonna roll out to his right under a little bit of pressure, is able to step under the pocket. Gonna throw deep downfield. Oh, Deadpool just misses it. I think he possibly would have had that ball if his angle of the dive was just a little bit better. He kind of dives away from the ball there. Jack able to find time. Gonna take the run, but only gets 5 yards on that. So Shaq is looking for a little bit more of the pass plays in this game instead of the runs, which he's been looking at in the past few games. But I would definitely like to see Shaq take a little bit more runs here to set up this offense. Dome's gonna have to come down. He's gonna throw it across the center of the field. He finds Deadpool this time. And now Shaq probably just going to run this one in. Possibly left side if Icy's getting that chip block. Yes, he does go left side. And they do find it. And Tidal get in for another touchdown. Increasing that lead to 7. Now this is a big decision for Tidal. Do they go for the PAT or do they go for 2? If they go for 2, they're going for 2. So they're really trying to force Blizzard to go after these 2 points. But it's going to be very dangerous if they miss it right here because Blizzard can tie it up with just a PAT. And they do find AK. He throws into triple coverage. So it is 16-7. So now Tidal, after only 2 possessions, the Tidal, after only 2 possessions, are actually up by 2, are up by 2 possessions, even though Blizzard have scored. And this is a little bit of trouble that I'm seeing here from Tidal. And what's actually really good about the Blizzard offense is they're getting over the top. They're getting past Deadpool. They're getting past AK. So now, because they're going to have, now AK and Deadpool are trying to compensate and make sure they're covering the deep ball now. That's going to allow Dome to get these runs and shorter plays off. Four-mana rush, trying to put some pressure on Dome. Dome finds Lunar, and Lunar's going to have some room. He dodges AK. Oh, Shaq does get him from behind there. But I don't think Blizzard really have to worry too much. They are down by 2 possessions, but oh, Debo getting a good sack there. He went straight through. But it's kind of unfortunate that after only 2 possessions from Tidal and only one, this is Blizzard's second possession, that they are down by 2 possessions, but if they score here, I don't think they really have that much to worry about. But if you give Tidal another chance, ooh, that was very close. Matt able to maneuver his body to stay in front of Deadpool. Dome gonna try to go for a run, but they collapse on him, and Anki, I think it's a 1-yard sack. So 2 sacks coming in from Tidal so far. But I think the Blizzard line is doing all right versus a very strong Tidal line. And Shaq getting the sack there. They're having to do the 4-man blitz, try and put pressure on Dome, because Blizzard have been finding the short plays and the deep plays. So they're trying to force Dome to throw it earlier. And Soy is wide open, but Dome was too far back to really see him. And that's what Tidal have been trying to do. They're trying to keep Dome under pressure so he doesn't see the plays that are over top like that. And that is a turnover. Anki getting the sack there. They push him back really far. And now Tidal, with just 2 to 3 sacks, are within Blizzard's 30. And AK makes the diving grab, getting out of bounds at the first. Now Shaq probably going to look for ices here on an in. Oh, Shaq's going to take the run. AG getting the tackle from behind. That was good coverage there with the quarters. But I think Ices, if he cuts in earlier at the first down marker, he gets a reception there. Gets Tidal another down. Shaq going to step up again. He might take another run. No, he's going to extend the play. Plenty of time. And he throws a pick! That is unfortunate for Tidal, but really good for Blizzard. I think Shaq gets a little bit trigger happy during times where they can take a larger lead, especially versus teams that they know are at least decent. Mark. As many times as Dome says we lost, Shaq will say it's over when he tries to throw the ball. I guarantee you it's the same amount. Dome backing up, throwing this one away. Well, let's see if that interception can give some life to Blizzard here. If Tidal had scored there, that would have been really detrimental to Blizzard. But is Tidal going to continue that 4-man rush? No, they're going to go back to the 3-man rush. And Resp makes a move on Baby Keem and is able to get the sack there. It's already 4th and 24. And Tidal coverage just playing back. 4-man rush. He's throwing it quick down the sideline, and it's turned over at the 4. He throws it out of bounds, not even giving his receiver a chance to get that ball. So Shaq probably going to run again. Oh, he backs up. He could have just dove forward and gotten the touchdown right there. But he tried to go outside thinking that I think Chlorine was the closest person there. I think Shaq thought he would dive back and get the tackle. Shaq faking the run. Now goes for it and gets another touchdown. I don't think he's thrown a single touchdown today. I think he's ran for all of his scores. Yes, he has. Shaq has 3 rushing touchdowns today. And they do kick the extra point. So now that Tidal can kick the extra points, they're just playing it safer. I think there was actually a glitch where they couldn't choose the PAT and they had to go for 2-point conversions, but luckily it worked out for them. Dome on the return. And he gets it to the 32. But Blizzard are going to have a really big hill to climb now. Because not only do they have to score in this, they have to get a stop. Resp getting a 15-yard sack. The line for Tidal right now is really stepping up after what seemed to be pretty decent time given to Dome at the very beginning stages of the game. But now Dome is just under a lot of pressure. He overthrows that one for Matt. Matt came back a little bit too far. I think he wanted to try and stay in front of Deadpool. But yeah, Mark, definitely the 4-man is killing them. But it's also, we've also seen them get through on a 3-man rush. And that is overthrown, but it gets to Chlorine somehow. I think he was trying to look for, who was that coming across? I think that was Lunar he was trying to find, but Chlorine passed him, who was actually able to get the ball. Dome rolling to his right. 4th and 10. They send out a leak trying to find Lunar, but AK gonna get the interception. And Blizzard looks to be crashing around a little bit, trying to find something. Even though they looked pretty decent at the start of the game, it's just, I think them not tying the game up on the 2-point and then ending up having to go down 2 possessions kind of just put them in a really bad spot where they forced themselves to try and do something. Jack, plenty of time. Oh, but Soy does get past Anki and is able to get the sack. But right now, the only thing that is going to be able to really save Blizzard is going to be their defense. They're going to have to really step up their coverage and really step up their line play. Because it doesn't matter if you score anymore. You have to make sure Tidal doesn't score. Because if Tidal scores, any score that you make is just going to be nullified. Jack throwing the comeback to Deadpool across the middle. Deadpool finding some room. Matt gets the tackle, but not until he gets to the 37. But Shaq doesn't need to make any big plays now. All he has to do is hold on. Of course, as I say that, Shaq tries to go for AK down the field. But the smarter play for Shaq now, I mean, you have a really large lead. All you have to do, and you're already in opposing territory, all you have to do is just get first downs, go for the runs, and he's gonna find AK for the touchdown. Of course, as always, Shaq does not listen to me, even though he's not in the call right now. I'm not even in a call with him. And Tidal is really opening up this scoring. Taking a 23-point lead, 30-7. And it's not even halftime yet. The best thing Blizzard can do here is they get a quick score just before the half. Make sure Tidal don't score back, and that's a good way to start it out. Dome getting it all the way to the 47, but they're going to need a score right before halftime here, because they will get the ball back, and if they score here, get the ball back, then score again, that lowers that deficit. If they go for 2-point conversions, which I think they do have to, if you get 16 points right now, you're only down by 7. And over the top, he has a man. Soy able to get his Shaq not there on the coverage. Soy, they've sent out a lot of leaks, and this time Dome is actually able to find one. Dome faking the run, throwing it to the left side, not able to find Matt. He overthrows him. Deadpool was there, but that is definitely huge for Blizzard to try and come back into this game. Dome runs forward 4 yards. I don't think you want to go for a field goal here if you end up on 4th down. I think you do have to go for it. Dome looking for the end zone, and he finds Matt across the middle. And that is really big for Blizzard, scoring right before halftime. Dome rolling out to his right. Looking for somebody, but he's not able to find Lunar. So down by 17, so they are still down by 3 possessions. And they really needed that one. Shaq returning it to the 41. But Blizzard really needed that 2-point conversion. Now you're still down by 3 possessions. Man, that's a rough score to come back from. I know you get ball during second half, but you really wanted to reduce that to a 2 possession lead. And Lunar just playing deep safety, trying to make sure nothing is going to get into the end zone. Shaq able to step up. It was a 5-man rush. No shot that just happened. That was a 5-man rush with 4 blockers, and Shaq is able to step up to the line and find AK for the touchdown. I can't believe Tidal just scored there. That's incredible. I don't know how, with 5 rushers, you allow Shaq to step up to the line there. And that might have broken Blizzard's spirits right there. Because they did what they needed to do on offense, but their defense just let up. Probably the only chance of them being able to come back into this game. I don't want to say the game's over yet. It's not over until that final whistle blows. But, I mean, you just made it completely way more difficult than it needs to be. Dome rolling out to his right, back towards the center, is going to run this one, and he gets 12 yards back. Already 3rd and 11. Dome getting sacked right there. Dome falling back, almost getting sacked again. And he finds Lunar for the 1st down. Dome rolling to his right, getting pushed back. He finds Lunar on the comeback. So they are still playing their game. That's good to see. But they are going to have to try and score quicker than this, because they already took a minute off the clock. And good pickup of the cell there. Dome going to the right side. He has Lunar again. Lunar is putting on some moves. And can he get down the sideline? Trying to make Shaq miss. And he gets it to the 16. And quick pass out to Matt. Matt not really getting anywhere. Dome. Stepping up into the pocket, going for the run, 7-yard gain. Dome. There's a lot of pressure. He dives forward, almost getting the touchdown. He does get the first for them, though. And Dome dives in for the touchdown. He delays his rush. And they are going for 2 points, so they have to go for 2 points basically the rest of the way to try and get this deficit back down. And Matt does make the 2-point conversion there. Icy's on the return, and he dives into a shield, only getting to the 34. What Shaq decides to do here, I mean, Shaq should just be really going for runs and not any pass plays at all. Throws this one away. Back rolling out to his right. Has plenty of time again. Man, this Tidal line has just been giving him time all day. AK gonna get tackled by Chlorine, but not until he gets past the 50. Oh, the heck happened with the camera there? Back rolling out to his right under a 4-man rush. Going deep down the field, he finds Ice. He's making 2, miss, and they score another touchdown. Making your score 44-21. And now with the lead being this large as it is, Shaq is probably just going for a little bit of stat padding. Because I get the smarter decision is trying to run out the clock, but with Tidal, we do see a lot of, they still try even after the game is technically, like, not technically, but in people's opinions, over. But I think that's why they've been successful as of late. Like, they have the talent, but it's not only that they have the talent, that talent is trying every single matchup. In scrims, they do mess around a little bit, but oh, and there's another sack from Resp. And look at the amount of sacks. 4, 4, 1, 2. Jeez. Dome under a lot of pressure again. Moving around the pocket. And that is going to be intercepted by Deadpool. So I definitely don't think that there is going to be a comeback happening. It is still a 3-possession lead. Unless Shaq makes some really big mistakes here, I don't see Tidal losing. Shaq would have to throw a number of picks and Blizzard getting quick scores. That's the only way I see Blizzard really getting back into this game. Especially with only 30 seconds left in the third. Jack throwing it deep downfield. Matt is going to get the interception. That could be a turning point for Blizzard right here. But every time I try to speak about Shaq about what he should be doing, he does the opposite. Oh, you don't need to throw picks? Let's throw a pick right now. Oh, we need to run? Let's throw the ball. Resp gets the bat down, diving forward. Boom, rolling to his right. Getting that short play to Lunar. Lunar going down the sideline. And he gets it all the way to the 29. Let's see if Blizzard can make this a close game. Boom. Dodging the pressure. Throwing it end zone. And they do score the touchdown. Lunar grabs it, pulls it down. And like I said, Blizzard is going to have to go 2 the rest of the way. Dome backing up. He's just going to have to throw this one up. Throwing it right side. And AK is going to get the interception on the 2-point conversion. Now they are down by 17. So it's still a 3-possession game. Icy's trying to find some room. Gonna get tackled from behind. Getting it to the 33. Back rolling to right. Staying in pocket. Finds Deadpool. He had Deadpool and Ices go to the same area, and they got there just at about the same time. Both being open. Jack. Stepping up. Gonna throw short to AK. Cross body. I think he had a better shot with Ices. There was... I believe Baby Keem or Chlorine did have pretty good tight coverage there. Jack going to the right side. He finds Deadpool. Deadpool going down the sideline. Gets a good block from Ices, but is going to get tackled at the 16. And thank you, Super Robo, for rating. How'd your stream go? Jack looking for some room. Going to throw it to Deadpool. Deadpool trying to find the end zone, and he dives in. Getting the score. And Shaq finds AK for the 2-point conversion. Making the score 52-27. Tidal breaking the 50 barrier in this game. Got kicking it off to the right. Dome going to be on the return. Can he get some good blocks? And he finds some room. Oh, but he runs into Deadpool after dodging the dive. Dome rolling out to his left. A good chip block there from Baby Keem. But there is pressure still as Debo finds his way through and getting his 3rd sack of the game. Dome. Under pressure again. Throws this one quickly. Finds Lunar. Can Lunar get past AK? No, we can't. Only getting 6 yards on the play. 3rd and 15. Dome. Now has time. Going to throw to Matt. Matt moving it down the field to the 35. Does he look for Lunar here again? He might look for Lunar over the top. AK playing a little bit off him. And Dome is going to run. And he might have some room. Oh, Deadpool does make a good move to cut inside and cut off Dome. And Dome going to take another run, getting 6 yards. Even though Dome has been making a couple of good runs, he still has negative 53 because of all those sacks that he's taken. Dome fakes the screen, then throws it to Matt, but Deadpool cuts in front of it and gets the interception. But Tidal have a chance to get 60 with a 2-point conversion. Jack runs this one up for 8 yards, getting it out of the danger zone for him. Jack taking another run, getting another 8 yards. So now it looks like that he's running out the clock, trying to get this game over and done with. Rolling to his left, he might have ICs, but he's gonna throw to, I believe that's AK. Yes, it is AK, and he makes the diving grab. And Shaq with 444 passing yards. Jack gonna go to Deadpool over the top, but it's just slightly overthrown. An AK with 200 yards. Deadpool with 166. Jack. Time again. He finds Deadpool. Deadpool not able to dodge all 4 of them. Jack looking end zone. Can't find ICs. 2nd and goal. Going to Ices on the left side. Ices finds the edge, but is tackled as he's diving, so he's not able to get into the end zone right there. And they're going in an I form. Gonna hand off. He hands off to Ices. Ices trying to get the run, but only getting 2 yards on that. Hands off to Ices again, who makes the running back throw to AK. So Ices with a throwing TD. And he finds Deadpool for the 2-point conversion. And that puts Tidal at the 60 mark. And Tidal back again to showing their dominant form. It looks like they had struggled against Aztecs. They struggled against Comets. They actually did better against Comets than they did Aztecs. But looking like their first 2 performances of the season, getting really high scores out, going a very dominant offense and a very dominant line play, as Shaq gets another sack. So Shaq has 2 sacks on the day. Wow. Just absolutely insane stats. Dome backing up. He throws it across the middle, and Deadpool gets another interception. That is Deadpool's 3rd interception of the day. Shaq might just look for Deadpool here to put him over 200 as well. Shaq is looking his way, but is throwing left side. AK might have... I don't know what AK was doing. He had to have called AK on a corner route right there, but I really don't know what that was. Dome under pressure, throws it down the sideline, not able to find Matt. Deadpool almost getting another pick. There are only 31 seconds left to go in this game. This game is, well, officially over. They cannot, it is impossible to score the 33, or no, not 43, 33, pardon me, 33 points that you would need to even tie this game up. Dome throwing it center of the field. Can he find his man? No. Chlorine just misses the pass. I think that was on target. but Chlorine went a little bit more for the body block, and he could have dove backwards to try and grab that ball. Dome falling back, throwing it deep downfield again, and he finds Lunar over Ices. Ices does make the tackle, but not until a 53-yard gain. Dome throwing it left side, but that looks like an interception to Deadpool again, and that is Deadpool's 4th interception. 3 seconds left. Looks like possibly a weird formation. KG gets through, but not able to make the grab. Is he going to try to find Deadpool? He does go for Deadpool. Deadpool is going to get over 200 yards as long as he goes forward. Don't go backwards, Deadpool. Don't go backwards. And your final score is going to be 60-27. And I believe that is 2 receivers this game that are going to have over 200 yards. And I believe Ices also had over 100 receiving yards. But I'll wait for these stats to come up. Oh, Deadpool doesn't get it. 182? Oh, because it was the last play of the game, it didn't count. So somebody will have to go in and look for how many yards Deadpool actually got on that last play. I didn't look at the top right to see what the yardage was. But I know Deadpool had just over 200 yards. AK had 204. Ices with 86, so he wasn't able to break the 100 mark. Shaq, 20 for 30, 468 yards. Tidal line, Debo with 3 sacks. Anki 4. Shaq 2, Resp 4, 1 pick for AK, 4 for Deadpool, Shaq with 3 rushing touchdowns, 4 thrown TDs, Ices threw 1 TD to AK. On Blizzard's side, you have Dome, 23 for 36, 421 yards, really not a bad day for himself either. 264 yards for Lunar, 41 for Chlorine, 13 for Baby Key, 58 for Matt, 45 for Soy. So spreading the ball around a lot. Let's see. 3 picks. 1 pick was that corner throw that AK wasn't even like close to. Dome getting a sack, Soy getting 2. Negative 69 rushing yards for Dome. That is because of how many sacks Tidal had. Shaq had a positive rushing stat of 30. But Blizzard just fell short in terms of the scoring. And I think what really pushed that forward was not necessarily the turnovers, but at the beginning of the game where Tidal scores, they go for the 2-point, either forced to go for the 2-point because of there was a glitch apparently where they couldn't shoot the PAT, but they go for the 2-point, and Blizzard they chose to go for the PAT instead of 2. Instead of trying to tie up the game, they decided to stay down by 1. Like, I get that if you miss it, you're down 2 points, and then Tidal can go for another 2 points, and you have to force yourself to go for 2 points every time. But I would rather try and tie up the game than no, I'm still down by 1, because then that ended up Tidal going for another 2-point and then being up by 2 points anyway. And then after 2 possessions for each side, Tidal ended up being 3 possessions ahead. And then Blizzard, at that point, knowing that they're 3 possessions down, was trying to force plays that they didn't need to. Or that they shouldn't have had to. And that allowed basically what Tidal did. They got bigger plays. They went for it a lot more because they know that Blizzard was going to have to go for it. So they were trying to just keep that pressure on Blizzard, and that ended up working. Because even though Dome was able to drive down the field, it just didn't end up into the end zone because of the picks, the turnovers from the sacks, just being pushed that far back every single time, knowing that they could get through on that line, and knowing that they didn't really have to try and stop a run because Dome was forced to throw a lot of the time. And Shaq took more of the runs later in the game. He did get 3 rushing touchdowns to start off the game. Not a single throwing touchdown from Shaq, I believe in the first or second quarter. But no, just the first. I think the second quarter he did have throwing touchdowns. But thank you guys for all showing up and watching this game. Your final score: Tidal 60, Blizzard 27. Tidal moves to 5-0. Blizzard moves to 2-3. I don't know why it shows 1-1 up there for Blizzard. I think that got stuck there from my last stream, Blizzard. So I'll have to, well, kind of a little bit too late to change that. But again, thank you all for coming out, and I will see you guys on the field next time.